was canceled, but I couldn't let this beautiful fabric go to waste. It's this shifting dual chrome and starry night fabric. I'm going to make a dress for a photo shoot for my recovery after my surgery, and I can't wait. I'm going to make a mock-up of a skirt, and here I am sketching the design I have in my head. It's going to be a crisscross pleated bodice, and here I am pairing it with these beautiful bishop sleeves that are going to be billowing and puffy, and then either a circle skirt or maybe a A-line, not sure. All I know is that it has to have pleats for movement.
3 little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Yeah, go ahead, let your...
Hey boy, what you say, boy? You tryna play coy like a game boy? Hit my phone, boy. Is your homeboy? Are you alone, boy? Come get me dome, boy. Got a boy with degrees, a boy in the streets, a boy on his knees, he a man in the sheets. Sheesh, it's all Greek to me. Got this boy speaking Spanish. Ay, papi. Baby, I don't need you. I just wanna freak you. I heard you a freak too. What's 2 plus 2? 4, 3, 2.
Take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back, but what you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis, it's actually cerulean. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns, and then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who showed cerulean military jackets. I think we need a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it...
And it went like...
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need.
Just did a bad thing, Friday from hell, thick as fuck, oh my god, that's my baby, Kara.
Hey yo, brown check.
Fast, 400 on the dash, 55 bills, but 50 for the tax on the bag.
Both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just
I'm making a competition leotard for one of the girls in my club. I actually started this one last night, but the needle snapped 2 times, so I went to bed and now I'm starting fresh. This is what it looks like. I'm doing the binding, and then halfway through the binding, the needle snapped again because the little plastic sequins on this fabric caused the needle to snap. So now I'm panicking because I have 1 needle left, so I'm being very careful not to snap any more needles. And then this is what it looks like when all the elastic is done. So it's time to switch over to the other machine and flip the elastic over and sew it down. And once this was done, I tried it on because I'm a similar size to the girl this is for. I measured all the straps to make sure they were the same length, then sewed them down. Then I tried it on again, and some of the straps were too loose, so I put it on the mannequin and I fixed up the loose straps. And then I put it back on the mannequin, and this is what the leotard looks like. So I'm taking it to training tonight to try it on the girl that this leotard is for.
What about angels?
We are starting a new series today, which is dresses based off of Marvel characters, and we are starting with my personal favorite, the one, the only, God of Mischief, Loki. Now this whole look centers around a black mesh and gold leather corset, so it was really important that I got all those details right and perfect. And of course, having a corky break, a try again bear. I really wanted to bring in some of that Asgardian armor, so here I am adding gold detailing and then adding gold leather boning channels. I also used the leather to make some cute straps before adding some gold chain, and this is the final look. You're gonna have to come back for part 2, but I'm really happy with it and I hope you guys like it.
Every day it'll rain, rain, rain.
Hello, this is day 3 of me trying to finish my prom dress. First, I put the bra pads in and then tried it on to see if I got them in the right place. And then started working on my skirt. This is the inside layer. I was just hemming the edges. Yes, and then I did it for the outside layer, the fashion fabric. You know, I know my terminology. Yeah, and that's me feeling myself, and then this is me just seeing what it looks like with it on. Yay. Oh, it looks so pretty. I'm really excited. And then I had to put the two together, and this is
I
where
wanted to
it was
fucking
really
quit,
fucking
man. This shit was so fucking annoying.
And I was
fucking up, and my mom helped me,
bro.
and
this is
dead.
what she was
Ah!
saying.
要跟我，你明天上午一起来以后，我跟你一起在那个下面的吃饭的大桌子把它摊开来之后，找朋友打的。
Hello, welcome once more to Project Hunway, where I show you the clothes that I thought I could make when I thought I could make clothes. Let's begin. This fits me like a baking tray. Another hanky top, we made it slightly bigger, but it's still a bit saucy in the back. We've got the double thigh split. Tuck it in, tuck it out, does it matter? Next we've got a lovely, I wanted a flowy maxi midi skirt, but I couldn't make it fit me, but I did sew a zip in, so well done me, observe. Following that, I made this top, which is 2 different tops stitched together, if you couldn't tell. I'm sort of proud of this one. And the skirt, we love it. We did a fastening, we did a belt. I think I'm trying to show you that it's a bit tight in this next one, but we move. And these are the little fastenings, give them a flick, and look, I'm a Zara model.
Today's drafting project is Mima's red dress from Perfect Blue for a client, and for this I actually got to break into my new giant bolt of muslin. The shape of the top is pretty basic, but I was having some trouble doing the draping for this one. I think it's because I didn't put this first panel on the bias. I was doing it just along the grain line of the fabric instead of doing it on the diagonal, which gives you some more stretch, which helps with curves. So I might have to go back and redo that one later, but I've talked about this before. When I'm drafting a pattern for something that's symmetrical, I only actually draft half of it. It saves me some time, it saves me some fabric. This is a very basic shape, the top of this dress. I'm not going to be draping the entire skirt layers, but I just wanted to get a feel for how the top is going to go. Once I cut out the lining and outer fabric pieces, I'm actually going to be doing more pinning and finessing to get the fit right.
Hi, I'm Evan Hansen and I'm a trained sewer. So I'm going to talk about corsets because some people were asking me what kind of corset should I get. So we're going to start with a Victorian corset. It's one of my favorites. It's actually the best for most people. The Victorian corset kind of looks like a sweetheart neckline. These are really great. This is one of the ones I've made. And what's nice about them is they have a nice structure to them and they give you good support. They're good for most people. Some people don't like the shape they give because it pushes your boobs up, doesn't give you a really big boob look. This is what you see most commonly on Amazon and everywhere online. This is an hourglass corset. Most people use these. These are actually pretty good because they help a lot with back support. Some of them aren't great because they're not really meant to fit your figure. But for most people who are A-line, these are great. And if you don't want support on your bust, you don't want to push it up too much, these are really good. This is really good just for your back. That's what these are good for. And that's an underbust corset. And it's what I advise for guys. This is like a full body shaper. You can get these on Amazon. These are good. They are great because the support goes throughout the whole thing, so there's not a lot of tension. It's very comfortable. You can find these on Amazon, eBay, a lot of places. And shapers, they don't have boning. A lot of my models like these. I don't.
My ass is back on Free Cycle and oh my goodness, I found the most beautiful vintage 80s and 60s dressmaking patterns and I'm obsessed. Look at all the cottagecore dresses, the tailored trousers, oh my goodness. There's too many of them though, so I was wondering if anyone would like me to scan them in because I can't make them all myself, they're so nice.
Most of the club leotards are done, but there's still one very important little skater to make a club leotard for, and she's so small that her mum had to give me a pair of her gymnastic shorts for me to trace to get the pattern. So I used that, and I used a pattern I already know fits her to make her size, and then once I had done all that and cut the pattern out, it was time to cut out the fabric. And this pattern is so small I was able to use the offcuts to cut out all of her pattern pieces, and then after I had cut it all out, it's time to sew it together and then put the elastic in. And once it's in, I just got to flip it over and sew it down, and then here's the completed unitard. It is so tiny. Here's hers compared to mine, and now she gets to match all the big girls at training.
Little bitty pretty one, come on and talk to me.
Hi guys, so I decided I was going to paint this corset. It used to be my cousin's and they told me not to like lose it because it was really expensive or something, but I don't like the way it looks right now, so I just put some black paint on it and some blue paint and I mixed it together. So the water actually helped mix it into the paint, and these two colors together reminded me of Gwen's hair from Total Drama Island. Don't you think so? So here we are mixing it a little bit more. And around here I added another shade of blue. And actually I added quite a few shades of blue. And I added purple. And then I'm going to add some fabric, some ribbon, some gems. And I'm going to turn this into a dress. Come back for part 2.